What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out a title called Blind Descent. I've been in contact with the developers about this game for probably the last month and a half or so. They've been teasing me a little bit, and this morning they fired over a copy of their playtest build. So this is a work in progress, and it seems to be sort of like a Subnautica-style game, but instead set on a terraformed Mars or something. I'm not really super sure about everything else the game's got going on, but today we're going to play the game blind. We're going to dive on into it. We're going to see if we have a good time with the playtest along the way, if I notice things that I do or don't like. I'm going to do my best to point those things on out. But for now, if you wanted to check out Blind Descent for yourself, I got a link for you down below in the description. You can find the game there. And then on top of that, you should be able to find a bunch of other Nerd Castle links that are just primed and ready, dude. They're ready to be punched, kicked, whatever. You can bite them if you want to. They're fully edible. I got candy coatings on those things. But let's dive on into the game and have a good time. Single player mode. Let's go. So it looks like the game is actually going to have character selects that we can play around with in its finalized version. I don't know if there's going to be statistical differences or like differences in proficiency for the characters once you get them, but like, okay, we've got Daniel Harris, an engineer from what they're telling me right here. That's a good thing to be. The year is 2071. You are at the Hyperion excavation site on Mars. You are suddenly awakened in the middle of the night. It is time. Your team has been tasked with establishing the initial exploration outpost. It is completely unknown what you will find, as are the dangers that will lie ahead. You step into the elevator, preparing yourself for your descent into uncharted darkness. Whatever lies below, your team will be the first to see it. Quick question as an engineer, I didn't design that elevator or that drop pod, did I?
Grab my hand. Come on, you're almost there.
Okay, just like that, we're out. Let's check out this Unreal animation, quality. Like, that's what I'm always interested in with, like, Unreal games. Like, what kind of animations do we have?
Nice to have you back, Pathfinder. I'm HoloWatch, your AI companion. I suspect you are experiencing disorientation and possibly amnesia resulting from physical trauma. May I suggest you start to investigate the immediate area to determine our next steps?
Where are we? And I like that as AI here. It's clear that the AI never understood what having a body feels like, because he's like, yeah, so your body's in tatters and ribbony bits. There's hunks of meat hanging off of you. You're obviously not feeling super great, but stand on up, walk around, go for a hike, buddy.
You're currently within the Hyperion excavation site on Mars. The elevator transporting you and the rest of the crew crashed. You are not the only survivor, but you are the only one within this facility. I can spend more time answering questions, but I would strongly suggest you start investigating the area.
All right.
Very good. You move, I will guide.
It's very, very helpful, robot. I appreciate you. All right, so let's have a little look around. Performance seems reasonably decent right now. Anytime I play an Unreal game, I expect there to be chuggies, even though I'm on like a 5080 or whatever. And so when I get like silky smoothness, I'm always surprised. We'll see if it holds up. I kind of like the action bar at the bottom, too. It's got like a slight lean backwards to it, like perspective-wise. Sort of interesting. I wonder if it'll change the icons when we put them inside of there in the same way. Okay. Do I have a flashlight or anything? It's a little dark in here.
Sounds up ahead, Pathfinder. The closest comparison in my database is found in the Earth Animalia class known as birds.
I like birds. Birds are cool, although they're kind of bitey, though. I don't know, dude. Maybe it's just...
This is quite extraordinary. In all the simulations I ran, I never could have predicted this. We have so much to explore. I'm detecting a scanner up ahead. You should pick it up. Someone from the crew must have dropped it. And that means two things. Firstly, that at least one of your crew survived. And second, we're on the right path.
Okay, I made some quick adjustments to the default audio because the music was washing out the actual voice acting right there. We should be a little bit more audible and understandable from here on out. Subtitles were already on, but I'm guessing it's not implemented in the playtest during that opening crash scene. It wasn't subtitling all that stuff. So I can take these leaves. Okay, give me the leaves. I shall take the leaf. What is this right here? Can I scan it? Oh, damn, dude. Okay, so signs of Earth-based DNA and alien DNA. We can use it to make a fire starter. So it's just going to be like tinder and kindling. Okay, is there anything else I can scan around here? Is there anything else sort of like important that's going to like change around the way that I survive on this planet? Let's just keep exploring for a minute. Oh, there's like a bee or something. What is that? Like a giant butterfly or like a giant moth over on that side. A sword plant. Useless. No crafting potential detected. You suck, sword plant. That's what you get. Yeah, even the AI called you useless. Looks like we can go down a ramp on this side, actually. So I'm super stoked that I didn't throw myself off of a mountain in order to figure out the way down. That plant looks super lootable, and then when it turned out that it was not, I don't know, it stands out from the environment, dude. It's a little bit more colorful than the other stuff here. So I figured it was interactable. All right, give me my dry leaves real fast, and then we'll keep on chugging. We are going to have to find some water before too long. That's going to be an actual real liability that we've got rattling around in the background.
If you scan that plant ahead, I'll be able to inform you whether it will be safe to eat.
That plant looks like it's about to eat me, bro. I don't want to go anywhere near that thing. What is it? An eye flower? No crafting potential detect. I'm going to give it a long birth, though, because, I don't know, man. It's got feed me Seymour vibes, and I just don't need that in my life right now. Being consumed by plant life just feels like an upsetting, insulting way to go.
Consume, Pathfinder. I make no promises about the taste, I'm afraid.
Okay. I'll grab some alien corn. Let me get that alien kern up in there. Can I just eat the alien? Oh, it's already on my hotbar. Nice, dude. Oh, you've actually got to, like, shuck the corn before you actually eat it? Did it hurt me? I wasn't even looking at my meter when I did that. It did. It definitely hurt my meter, but it raised my... Okay, so we probably got to cook it or something. It raised my hydration, but it hurt my hunger. What is that thing right there? I want to scan it. What is that? Is that like a rabbit? Can I eat it? You, come back here. I'm trying to scan you. I'm trying to find out if you're edible. He's not compromising on this whole thing. Can I drink water from the lake, or is that going to make something bad happen? We don't have the option to drink anything inside the pool right here, so I'm thinking maybe the water's contaminated or something else like that. Eat healthy food. Okay, well, like, I would like to find healthy food. A red belly succulent. No crafting potential indicated. Okay, what about you? A plume plant. The plume plant is also useless. Okay, so we've got like a lot of MacGuffins around here that are making this kind of like complicated. No loot option from right there, but my hunger meter is pretty catastrophically terrible right now, so we're going to need to figure out a way to fix that. Hey, I found a thing. It looks disgusting, but maybe it's like edible. A blue creeper? What does that do? It gives me a blue creeper shell? All right. I'll take them. Slightly nutritious and edible to humans. You could tell me if it was edible to... I mean, everything's edible to humans once, but like, you know, a shard of glass is edible to a human. I appreciate the AI finally weighing in on whether or not what I'm harvesting is going to murder me. Do I just eat it? Oh, you gotta, like, tickle the tummy a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna eat this thing. It worked! Alright, I'm no longer dying of starvation.
To death, I recommend we look to utility and protection next. You should make an axe. You'll need to gather some rocks, some wood, and some vine to craft one. I will mark the resources on your interface.
Where would we be in survival games without making an axe? Making a pickaxe. It's one of those time-honored traditions, just repeatedly chopping down trees. One of those great bastions and foundations that I think keep this survival genre alive. Everybody loves chopping a tree every now and again. I don't know if I'm just like pulling the butthole out of these clams or it's clearly alive. It's like moving. I don't know if I'm just like excavating its rectum real fast in order to satisfy my meters. But frankly, actually not that bad. Tastes a little bit like honeydew. Now that we're looking a little bit better, let's get out on the hunt and see what we can find here. So we've got an umbrella plant. Oh, I can kick it? Hell yeah. Take that, natural destruction. All the kicks in the world. There we go. All right, I've kicked the plants to death. This is a different type of item. You must drop what you're holding in order. Oh, okay. What about sticks? Can I? Oh, I can't grab those either. Okay, drop the items then. Apparently they stack up in my hands, kind of like if you're playing Green Hell. But for now, we need a stick. That's a long branch. That's not a stick. Oh, I can just break it. Okay, that's fine. So we'll pick these up. And I appreciate that they took the time to animate all these different eating items and like breaking the stick over your knee, or at least implying that it's being broken over your knee. I haven't tried to break one while looking down at the ground yet. Let's give it a go. Where's a big stick at? Give me that big stick right there. Let's look down. Yeah, you know, like, it's not meant for you to be looking at your legs while you do that animation, but it still implies it, and I appreciate that they put the effort in to actually give it a go. So I've got sticks. There's a stone right there. That was easy enough to pick up. We're ready to break bones. And let's go grab ourselves a vine, and then we'll get this axe thrown together. Oh, the vines are actually, like, really obvious once you know what to look for. Those things stand out. A resistant vine. Okay. So, crafting. What can I do here? Stone axe. Yup.
You managed to build a satisfactory axe. Good job. Next, you'll need to start a fire, preferably without injuring yourself. Not only will a fire keep your body temperature optimal, it will also allow you to thoroughly cook any foodstuffs, boil water to make it safe, and keep away any hostile entities we may encounter. You'll need rocks, wood, and dry material to start a fire. I can guide you to the supplies you need.
Okay. I'm just going to chop these trees down over here. These ones look like they're about ready to die. Okay. I like the incremental degradation of the actual tree right there. Like, they've got some kind of voxel action going on when you're chopping on the trees, so I dig that. Break that. Okay. How much further can I break this down for? Ah, now we've got kindling. Very nice. Okay. So pick up all the kindling that we can muster. I haven't taken a look. Your arms get a little weird while holding the axe. I think we may have some kind of genetic malfunction. When we landed on the terraform planet, did I always have an elbow coming out of my stomach? I don't remember that, but, like, you guys did all the medical tests before you dropped me out here during astronaut training, so, like...
Can you see that strange growth over there? On the tree you cut earlier. Either way, it wasn't there before. You should scan it.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is fascinating. This strange organism seems to possess restorative properties. You see how the growth is concentrated on the damaged area of the tree. I suspect it will eventually fully regenerate the organic material. It's completely alien. Maybe it would be safer to leave this undisturbed for now.
I also like that they took the time so in survival games, trees just always pop back out of the ether and, like, rocks just respawn. Oh my god, it's regrowing. Nah, dude, I've seen the thing. I don't like this. We landed on the wrong planet, man. It's time to get out of here. Nuke it from orbit, bro. Game over. Look at that thing. It's going really, really fast. I don't think this is a good idea. Like, it's cool scientifically, but on a cinematographic level, or like on a cinema level, cinematographic even a word? I don't think that's a word. On a cinema level, I know what comes next. I've seen this film. I guess I'll probably just plop a fire over here. Like, I don't know if this is going to be the permanent base that we operate out of, but I guess this is where I'll start. Yeah, like, I don't know, add in everything that we have. Good. Incremental building. Love to see it. I'm actually beginning to wonder if the developers are fans of Green Hell. There's a lot of things in here that feel very, very much like a cross-section between Subnautica and Green Hell. That's like the vibe that I'm getting, and that's cool, dude. Like, I'm actually really happy with that because survival games are one of my favorite genres. I know a lot of people are probably bored with the whole, like, punch and kick a tree thing, but not me. I still enjoy these little survival sandboxes. I recently dumped, like, 50 hours into Planet Crafter. Like, sometimes it's just zen to run around and gather things, build things up, and just go from, like, nothing, a guy in a loincloth, to having, you know, all kinds of armor and weapons and building up a facility or a base that's just yours and nobody else's. I enjoy that process. So with one rock remaining for our campfire, we can get that up and running. Let's interact with it. Oh, it lit right up. Hell yeah.
A successful fire. And after a cursory status check, I see your body is free from burns. Now you can start cooking food and boiling water. It's wise to never trust any standing water you find here. You should always boil it first. We know where to find water, but transporting it is another matter. We'll need you to find an object that is suitable for containing water. Keep an eye out for anything that might work, and I'll do the same.
Whoa, this big-ass turtle just, like, walked by. We got a big old Tortuga Grande over here, dude. What's up, buddy? Doesn't look like he's hostile. Can I scan him? No. I like his little headdress thing that he's got going on. He's walking with a little bit of a swagger right now, dude. He's kind of feeling himself. He must have got that promotion that he was excited about. Good for you, bro. Get where you need to go in life. A little bit more crafting done. I was kind of taking a look at the different crafting materials, and I got myself like this big old ridiculous Unga Bunga club that I can smack people with, just in case we get attacked. The arm clips a little bit in the bottom right-hand corner. You can see the viewpoint, so that's going to need to be adjusted before a finalized release. But we need to find something that gives us water. How does the knife animation look? Okay, knife animation's kind of wonky as well. It may be due to the fact that the FOV may be a little bit too high, but it feels about right to me right now. It could maybe be a little bit wider. So it's kind of hard to say. But either way, some animation cleanup work to do here. What is this thing? Let's see what it does. No crafting potential detected. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do too much there. What about these lunar light plants? Does this do anything? It looks like we've got a lunar light plant that we've just discovered. It looks like it's radiant, so we're probably going to use it for light sources or something like that. What's a blue bulrush do? Hydrating, edible to humans, and slightly nutritious. Yeah, I'll take a couple. Why not? Our water's a little bit low. Hold up, survive the night?
Apparently, my predictions about a day-night cycle were correct. Not surprising at all. My prediction being correct, I mean. The dark is unpredictable enough back on Earth. Down here, we have no idea what to expect. You must be prepared for anything.
It's okay. I've got my Widowmaker right here. Anybody wants to mess with me? Meh, they catch a bonk. That's how it's gonna go. Ooh, can I eat that deer? Hold on, I'm getting sidetracked right now. There's things around that potentially might be able to be eaten. None of the food that I have so far seems like it's gonna be available for cooking. And so, why'd the music get all sinister? What's about to happen? I'm a little bit nervous right now. What is that thing right there? Are those useful? Oh god, it bit me! Okay, alright. Oh, it's kind of a dick, dude. Okay, get out of here. Is the other one aggroing right now? Something's moving. What was that? Oh, it's just a frog. Okay. It's just a frog. We're okay. Rainbow crab. So we've got a crab shell and a meat.
Imaging skills inform me that object is the correct size and shape to carry water.
Okay. We will fill it up to the best of our ability. It doesn't look like that much water, though, bro. That's like a tiny swallow of water. It said I had to move carefully. Like, what happens if I go like... Did it fall out? It said I had to move carefully, like it was going to be a bowl full of water with, like, physics enabled or something. Fire pit, let's interact with it. Boil water. Oh, yeah, there it is, dude. It put it on the ground right next to the campfire. Okay, boil up my water then.
Must glad with you. I'm afraid you're going to be stuck here until we find a way out, or until help comes from the surface, even if that is statistically highly unlikely. There is a high chance this site has a day-night cycle like Earth's. In anticipation of that, we need to find you a safe place to sleep. If I may, I'd recommend building a lean-to. Your delicate frame is far too fragile to risk shelter in anything less. Luckily, you only need wood and leaves to build one. I'll help you track down the resources.
Alright, we'll put that down right there. I think I don't have the leaves. I think I have some of the vines. Like, I think I picked up a couple of them. There may be some logs still kicking it over here, but I'm going to go ahead and get all the stuff together, and then we'll figure it out after that point. I got my logs all ready to go, and I got my sticks all ready to go right now, but it's going to take a lot of them. One short. Alright, I can grab that, but let's get the leaves in there, too, before we get this thing finished off. Hell yeah, it's leafing time. I like games like this where the stuff stacks in your hands because then you can make like piles inside of your base that feel really satisfying when they get big. Especially if there's like associated storages, dude. Woo! Speaking my language. Alright, so that's right there. We'll drop the rest of the leaves off to the side. Because I've got a sneaking suspicion we're going to need more leaves as time goes along. Definitely like the lighting effects they're playing around with. If you're wondering why the screen is flashing green right now in a grid-like way, it's because we're regenerating. If you get your hunger and thirst back up to a certain threshold, you just naturally regenerate your HP. So that's good because we got mauled by a crab pretty nasty style. Like that hermit crab went straight haywire on us. And so there we go. I got all that in there. Drop my stick over here. And then what did I need last? Just vines? I think this is vines right here. There we go. 4 more vines off the tree. And we should be ready to go. We've got our bed built.
Excellent. We've successfully accomplished the main necessities needed for human survival: food, water, and shelter. This is the foundation of what we need to keep you alive. You need to survive until help arrives, or until we find a way to get you out of here. I've created a new interface for you, aimed at keeping you alive. I've named it Adaptations. Please check out the Adaptations interface now.
Okay, a little bit of crab meat put up inside of here. So survive the night and check the adaptations tab. Adaptations. So in the adaptations, it's basically got like a recommended list of all the things that the developers want you to do, basically, as you're working your way towards the final goal, which is getting rescued and finding all of your teammates. So for now, the things that we have left over here is I've already done the lean-to. I haven't survived a night yet, but we can probably accomplish that just by going to sleep. Let's sleep for, it's currently 8:55. Okay, give me 12 hours. Yeah, set my respawn point here too. And then I can only sleep at night. How is 9 o'clock at night not night, bro? That's definitely night. I don't know where you come from, but it's night where I come from. Ah, the entire place turns into nighttime.
Now, be very careful. Huh. You survived the first night. Not what I was expecting.
Like, how are you going to be on my team and then drop little one-liners like that? Be like, well, my calculations indicate your ass was dead as hell, but look at that, you pulled it off. Like, I'm going to need a little bit more positive of an AI companion. That's where I'm at right now. I need a AI companion that's going to be like a cheerleader for me. You know, just make it apparent that he's on my side. It's all going to be okay. I don't know if I want to murder this turtle. Okay, I murdered the turtle. I don't feel great about it. Oh, he didn't even have any loot, dude. This is pointless. I'm a monster!
Building a workbench will help you craft more advanced tools. It's a smart goal to focus on, and it should be relatively easy to build, even for you.
Hateful, hurtful, not nice, unkind. I'm gonna chop down some more sticks and we'll get...
A distress call, Pathfinder. Patching it through now.
Hello. Can anyone read me? This is Hakan. Hello. I made it to the rendezvous point, but I'm hurt badly. Are you there? Captain? Hannah? Is anyone else alive?
I've pinpointed Hakan's location. The source of the call is near that massive pillar we saw earlier. I'm marking the location now. We need to hurry. Hakan's condition sounds critical.
Was that the massive pillar that we saw earlier? I see something off in the distance in the fog that way, but I can't really, like, make it out. It looks like he's 625 units of distance over that way, so I guess we'll figure it out. Oh, I need sticks. Well, that's kind of cool. You can chop the logs in half manually. I've got wood in my hands right now, so you can't really see it, but, like, there we go. There we go. You chop the thing in half. It's a little bit janky and wonky, but, like, the spirit is there behind it. You know what I mean? Like, if they didn't really have to attempt to put all these extra little details in there, so even if the animations look a little bit wonk status, it's still not that big of a deal, you know? Like, I guess for me personally, I would rather have additions that have slightly wonky animations that need to be cleaned up a little bit over the log just magically appearing inside of your inventory, you know? Like, there we go. Got that all nice and set up. What can I do with it? Can I do anything interesting? Well, looks like I can make basic wooden armor over here if I wanted to play around with that. Might be a decent idea. Like, I think we should arm up, and we should definitely be prepared for whatever happens on the road, just in case we run into anything on the way to Hakan. But I need more vines, so let me run off and see if I can find some trees with vines on them. There's one. The ones that are a little bit lighter are the ones that you can harvest off the tree. So that gave me 2. It looks like we're going to get a chainsaw at some point. God, I hate those things, dude. I don't want to touch them. I feel like it's going to be like The Expanse, dude. We're going to get that weird blue glowing stuff that feeds off of our life energy. I'm not, don't like that. Not one bit. We do also have a map to help us find our way around. So Hakan's pretty deep out to the left right there, and it looks like the sandbox they gave us to play around in isn't like positively ginormous, but it does have a couple of points of interest on it right here. So there's our armor done. So now we've gotten a piece of primitive armor. Can I just slap that on? Oh yeah, there we go right there. I've got like this busted up suit right here that's probably not going to be that helpful. Can I just like drop it? Yeah, I was gonna say just like drop that somewhere. I'll deal with it later. I'm gonna make like storage chests and stuff like that. But if we wanted to make another one, I need a few more heavy branches. One thing I do like is that it's pulling from near us, I think. Oh, but our leaves and stuff despawned. So if you drop it on the ground, it doesn't stay there forever. Okay. There's also a mismatch between the item names. I don't know if it's just conceptualizing it, but like a heavy branch, as far as I can tell, is the kindling that we get from chopping down trees, because the only thing I have in my inventory right now that's 5 of them is the kindling. Maybe allow the player to mouse over this, and then like another window will unfold over here like sci-fi style, like and then it'll tell you all the things that qualify as a heavy branch, possibly. Just in case, because if I had used up all my heavy branches making my chest piece, I would have no idea what I used except for the picture right here, and it looks like kindling. Okay, we've got a shield, and we've got a sword. I'm actually capable of protecting myself right now. Let's hit the road, and we'll see what Hakan's got going on. We've played around with some of the basics of the game so far. Playtest feels pretty good. There's obviously some animation polishing to be done to keep like character parts from clipping through one another or impeding the view. I did run into a couple of trees that the axe wouldn't seem to target them, even though I was swinging it and it was clipping through the tree. It wasn't activating the chop animation, basically. So some slight environmental stuff that needs to be worked on here. But the one thing that actually I'd like better than anything else inside of this title is that motion blur is not its own separate setting. It's tied in with the rest of post-processing effects. I'd like to see that isolated because I do want all the other post-processing effects, things like bloom, depth of field, things of that nature that make the game look a little bit better, but I hate motion blur. I'm super anti-motion blur. And right now I can't get rid of the motion blur without making the game look like a polygonal chunk of doo-doo, and so I'd like to see those unhooked so far on a cursory glance through the actual video options that we have for the game. Oh, they actually put like a big blue light on it. I'm actually kind of liking the environmental design of the game too. Like, I don't know, with the lighting effects and everything else, it's a game that looks good on my monitor right now. It really sincerely does. Like, it's almost got that level of like visual identity that like Grounded had, for example. Like, I don't know, dude. That's what it reminds me of. Like, the whole visual presentation, like the texture and lighting style, it kind of reminds me of Grounded. Let's go over here, and let's see what's going on with Hakan. Is he dead? Oh, he got attacked by something.
Thank God someone made it. I thought I'd die here alone. My eyes aren't so good. Is that you, Captain? Pathfinder? But how are you here? Alive? We saw the elevator. It was an inferno. We all thought you were gone. Have you found anyone else? This was our emergency rendezvous point, but I haven't been able to reach any of them. The captain, Hannah, Jake, they were alive as I saw them. I tried to keep up with them, but everyone was running, and I ran too. Everyone scattered when It came. It was a monster. We thought you were dead. Found no life signs. Elevator was ash. Jake tried to reach you on comms, but there was nothing from you. Captain made the call. Move or die waiting. We made the wrong call, didn't we? Then it's over. We are all that's left. Guess none of us were ever gonna get out of here. Many times, all comms are down. There's no power. Jake reckoned the crash killed everything. Captain said rescue would take at least 2 weeks. We couldn't wait around that long. Had to survive. Look where that get us. Try and find the others. And if they are alive, find a way out of here. Don't let this be all for nothing. The end is already here for me, friend.
Man. Ooh. Oh, I thought it was an actual gun. It's a grappling
Other
gun.
members of your crew left alive. I haven't picked up any other signals yet, but I will continue to try. Hakan is dead. He has no need of that grappling hook, but you could well use it. Good choice. Sentimentality has no place in survival situations. Hakan did say he was supposed to meet the others by that pillar. We're already so close, we might as well check it out.
Alright, well, we got a grappling gun right now. It's driving me nuts that my armor is clipping through my chest right now and, like, into my field of view. Let me mess with the FOV and see if that frees it up a little bit. There's actually no FOV setting inside the options right now, so I can't adjust my FOV even if I do want to. I'll make that clear. I would like to adjust my FOV to make it a little bit wider, but there's no option to do so. And so, oh, they want me to explore the column and, like, go in there? Alright, well, let's go inside the column and see what's rocking inside of this place, dude. I mean, I don't really have a light source. It's kind of dark right now. It may be a better idea to sleep till morning, but, like, I don't know, man. Let's see how dark it is once we get inside, and if it's really, really ridiculously dark, like we can't see our hand in front of our face, then I'll think about the possibility of a light source.
Interesting. There is no way any of this is natural. Keep going. Let's see what we can discover.
Ow! It is very dark and there's something in here.
Use the scanner.
What is it? Oh, it's like the world's biggest mosquito. Smack him up. A needle nose, huh? What does a needle nose do? Oh, we get his beak? Okay. Probably going to be useful for, like, stitching myself up. It doesn't look like he actually does that much damage. I think we're going to need a light source to really make this work. These little guys are glowing over here, so let me see what I can do with a lunar light. Oh, a lunar light actually lights it up quite a bit better. Okay. Well, I suppose I'll carry my magic citrus into the cave over here, and we'll just kind of, I don't know, it kind of looks like an orange to me, man. Making me kind of hungry. Aerial scan?
I have analyzed the scan data and compiled a report. I cannot tell you exactly what to expect here. All I can say is it's dark, and I suspect there may be dangerous creatures using the darkness to their advantage. We need to make sure you're fully prepared before you enter. I strongly suggest ensuring you have a weapon, some armor, and a light source as a minimum. If you can gather any healing items, my calculations suggest that would give you a higher chance of survival.
I actually really, really like the fact, I mean, some people might not like this, but I actually sort of dig the fact that it's like, hey man, this is a list of preparations you should probably make next to, like, the dungeons that are going to exist inside the game so that you know you're prepared. I sort of dig that. I'm going to go back to base, and I'm going to try to make all the stuff that they're recommending I make, including a better light source, and then we'll come back. So there's probably going to be, like, a giant edit right here. Oh, while I was exploring, I'm missing resources for certain things. And so, like, I found these mosquitoes that are like the size of a Prius, dude. They're huge. It's the size of a Kia. Come here. Come here. What do you want to do? I can't hit him until he comes down. There we go. I got him. Does he drop anything? He does not drop anything, unfortunately. Okay. I've got a missing resource right now for the bow. I can't make the bow until I find that resource, and so I'm just kind of running around scanning stuff, and I keep getting drawn into, like, these little fights that I gotta take care of. Oh, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that. Give me a light source. I was wandering around. I've been playing for like an hour, all right? And, like, I'm finding things. What the hell is a silkworm, dude? Dude, I found a spider cave. Maybe we go into the spider cave first. What's up with this? Do these hatch? It sounds like there's hatchinating occurring. Okay, silkworm down. Can I scan them? I don't think I can scan them, but they don't look like they hurt that much either. I'm still looking for the recipe for the bow, actually. There it is. We needed the silkworm web. Okay, I found the thing, but, like, while we're still here... Oh, I can't scan that? Okay. Get away from me. Go away. I don't like you. All right, so he's been taken care of. I got a bunch of healing items on me. I was actually trying to find a firefly. That way I could make the actual official lantern. I figured if I waited till nighttime, they would glow and they would be really easy to see. Can't find a firefly anywhere, so I'm sort of wondering if it's down in the dungeon, and I'm gonna have to deal with it there. This gray glue right here, you have to have it in order to make, like, good healing items. So it's worth getting some cave boogers just in case you get hungry on the trip, or you need to make a bandage. What else we got going on in here? I'm gonna take you out. Dude, I'm pretty dope at killing worms. I'm just saying, dude. I'm like the Worminator out here. I'm absolutely slaying these bros. Okay, deeper and deeper we go into the mines of Moria. Okay, they are multiplying in number. That's a little concerning. Ow. There. Just swing wildly until the enemy stops moving. That's the key right here. The silkworm stuff, I'm not going to be able to find my way back to this cave, dude. So, like, I need to gather up as many things as I can possibly find while I'm here for, like, the entire journey. There we go. Another silkworm down. Okay, we've got a little bit of, like, I don't even know what that is. Exposed geometry or something? I don't know. It's a playtest, man. These things are going to happen. Ow. Bastard. Take that. I definitely wish I could see a little bit better. That was the entire intent behind trying to get a better lantern, but, like, I don't think I can make a bow on personal crafting. Yeah, I can't make a bow on personal crafting, but I can get a fast healing bandage if I can track down banana leaves. And I know where those are at on the surface, so I'll try to restock on those shortly. More silk. I'll take it. Let me get the silk. Dude, is there going to be like a boss or something down here? Let me see how... Oh, what is that thing? Get away from me! The Silkworm Queen. Well, hopefully she drops something good. It doesn't seem like she hits that hard. So we should be... Oh my god, she's a fast mover, ain't she? Alright, Silkworm Queen is down. Unfortunately, she does not have loot yet in the playtest, but I'm willing to bet she's all the way down here in, like, the final chamber. Why'd the music get all scary? Yeah, bandage me up, baby. My sword's about to break, too. What is that? Oh, got him. Okay. I was like, what is that thing right there? It's a cocoon. I found another cocoon while I was wandering around, and they did, like, an entire AI thing. Like, the AI that's accompanying me. Like, it informed me that these cocoons seem to be broadcasting their thoughts, but we are not attuned to it yet, which was an interesting conversation to have. Is there going to be, like, another exit out of here? Oh, that one's still alive. All right. Can't leave any survivors, dude. They might tell the others. Let's see if maybe it allows us to escape from here. That's a weird thing to have, like, back in a secluded corner. Do I just go back out the way? Oh, okay. I'm going to need the... Yeah, give me the grapnel for this. There we go. Grapple, take me right over. Uh-oh. Ow! Hurt so much. Can I have a light source out while I'm carrying a grapple? I can't. That's unfortunate. Okay. I gotta aim a little bit higher when it comes to this grappling hook, I think. There's also, like, vault points. The game does have vaulting in it as of right now. If I fire that over to there, are we good? Oh, you get a little bit of momentum, though, while you're doing that. You gotta be careful about the momentum. But the grappling hook seems to be working okay. Yeah, just climb through whatever these little orifices we can get through, because I now have the stuff to make a bow. That means that I can hunt the deer, and I don't know what the deer are going to drop, but, like, I bet the deer drop something, dude. Have you ever played a survival game where the deer don't drop stuff that's useful? That's what I mean. But I'll probably call the video right here since we saw a little bit of combat and we did a dungeon. I've been wandering around the map for about 45 minutes to an hour, and there are dungeons all over the place in this game, and they're in, like, really hidden spots. Like, they can be tough to find, and I've stumbled across 4 or 5 of them, but you can't go in yet. It says this is not available in the early access, basically. And so for right now, there's definitely some animation polishing work that's waiting to be done on this title. I do think that that's probably what they should focus on. Little things like the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, my armor clipping through my vision cone right now. That's the kind of stuff that needs to go. It just gives the game, it imbues the game with a level of jankiness that doesn't need to be there in a final release. But this is just a playtest, so that's what I noticed. The video options could be segmented out a little bit better so that you can actually target the specific post-processing effect, I guess, that you want to eliminate while keeping the others and preserving them. Not too many other thoughts than that, though. It's promising. Like, it's got some polish work to be done, but it's promising. It's definitely not like a survival asset flip like we see so many of the times. This actually appears to have some care and love put on into it, and so far I'm curious about what's going to happen as we get further on into the game. I need to find a firefly so that I can make a better lantern with which to light my way, but I've been having a good time. The hour and 23 minutes right now is what my runtime is at. I don't know what it'll edit down to in post once we get, you know, out of here and I get it prepped for you guys on YouTube. But I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I'd be willing to check back in on the game for sure. I'm always down for another survival sandbox. My name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so that you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we were messing around with a little title called Blind Descent. Tomorrow, it'll be something else. Thanks for hanging out with me, and that's about all I got for you, folks. Bye.